But anyway, so I said all that, but I'm looking back and I'm recognizing how much dedication I had. And I was talking to Matt the other day, all in inclusive conversation. And I was just thinking like, man, it feels good to be dedicated to something. It feels good to be a part of something that you believe is real and to actually put your all into it. If you never tried it before, you're missing something. If you've never really dedicated yourself fully, and see, listen, a lot of the problem is that most people have at some point, but they've been let down. That's a big problem. A lot of people have been hurt so many times or have been scandalous, or every time something appears to be good, it's probably something wrong with it. Guy, it can't be that good. You know, stuff like that. So a lot of people have been hurt and therefore they don't dedicate. But this is why that's a problem. When you don't dedicate, what does that mean? That means you don't give your best, right? Because we could all agree that dedication means giving your best. How can you say you're dedicated to something if you're not doing your best? And how can you be dedicated to something, or how could you be doing your best if you're not dedicated? It runs hand in hand, right? Right. So the reason I bring that up, and I've talked about this quite a bit in our building process here at Head Straight Up, especially as we get new people and stuff. But it's really important that you put your all into what you do in life. When you're doing something, you should be committed, right? Because look, how can you listen, do you know how you become a better person? You maximize your potential. That's how you get better. This is how you get better. You do the very best you possibly can, and you push yourself to do a little better than that. You follow what I'm saying? So if you're not giving the very best that you have, then you're not getting better. You're just kind of hanging around. I don't know what you're waiting on. You know, the right word, the right nudge, I don't know. But what we're trying to do here is improve. We're trying to get better. And if you're wanting to get better, you need to dedicate yourself. And guess what? This is the best part about this job. This company, we are all independent contractors. So guess what? Your company is a part of this company. Because everybody in here is a business owner. Do you understand that? Everybody's in here is a business owner. Now, it's up to you whether you level up and actually really represent as a business owner or not. But you could start right now, really representing as a business owner. You could dress real sharp. If I was you, I'd go home and dress up and put the sharpest thing you own on. And dress as sharp as you possibly can, and start as early as you can, and be as animated as you can. What do I mean by animated? Well, when you're out on territory, whether you're out on the field or whether you're going door to door or whether you're going to events, I would say you give the best representation of yourself that you possibly can. That's how you're going to begin the process of leveling up. And listen, I know you've tried that before and it might not have worked out. And that's why you're discouraged. And that might be why you only mediocre now. You don't want to give your best because you're like, yeah, I tried that before and it didn't work. Well, guess what? Try again. Try again. Rededicate. All you got to do is bring the very best you can to the table and practice, and you'll get better. But if you try to hold something back because of whatever resentment you got or whatever bad experience you had or whatever, you're just basically not being the best you could be. And how fun is that? How much are you going to accomplish just kind of going with the flow instead of actually trying to do the best you can? You know what I'm talking about. You know what the best you is like. You know when you're really serious about something. Kind of like when you meet someone in a relationship, right? And you really like that person, boy, you get up your game real quick, don't you? You start dressing right, talking right, right? You saying all the best things you ever learned. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you're bringing the very best you can to the table. But why not do that for you?
That's right.
Why not do that for you? Because, hey, guess what? If you improve you, you might get a better significant other anyways.
That's right.
Right? Hey, don't wait till you find a significant other to spice up. Spice up now, and you'll probably attract a better significant other. Or you might help your current significant other spice up a little bit too. You know, why wait? So what I'm trying to talk to you guys about today is seriously dedicating yourself as a business owner to you. Start being the very best you could possibly be. And if you've never done this before, I'm talking about all-in dedication. I'm talking about taking pride in your work. I'm talking about really giving your best. Like really trying, really believing in yourself, really believing in the work that you're doing, really feeling good about it. Do you understand the difference between walking and running? That's the difference in effort I'm talking about. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You might be walking right now, and I'm asking you to run as fast as you can. Do you see the difference I'm talking about? You might just kind of be walking along, and I'm asking you to run as fast as you possibly can. That's the difference in dedication I'm asking you to put in for you, because that's where you're really going to see the difference. That's where you're going to see 10 cell days turn into 30s and 40s. That's where you're going to see 30 cell days turn into 150 cell weeks, right? That's when you're going to really see that high production you're looking for. And if you can master it in the phones and tablets, you can apply that to other areas of your life. You can be successful in health and fitness. You can be successful in your faith. You can be successful with your family, right? But how are you going to be successful in anything if you're not going to do your best? And how are you going to do your best if you don't even know what your best is? You got to try. You got to really put some effort into it. Think about that. The difference between walking and running. You're just kind of walking along. You know what I'm talking about. When you really got a reason to hurry. You understand what I'm saying? You're kind of walking along, but if there's a reason, you'll hurry, right? How many know what I'm talking about? How if you're not really that dedicated to what you're doing or where you're headed, you'll kind of just take your time. But if there's some importance on the matter, you'll hurry, right? How many have ran before? I know I have. I know there's been some things where I'm like, man, I got to run. I got to hurry up. That's the difference in production I'm trying to talk to you about. If you turn up like that, and you start, when you leave out this door, if you stop taking 45 minutes to go set up and you run and you get your first sale in 10 minutes instead, imagine the momentum that'll start for your day.